something done for me that I have. Oh, okay.
All right.
Something's done. I'm confused.
I'm live.
Words.
I'm live if anybody wants to
Oh
watch. You're more than
man,
welcome.
nailed it.
Last time I saw a pheasant in my grill and bumper on the semi. Yeah, I see. That's how that
Yeah.
works. You just smoke those stupid birds. You know what
Well,
hurts
they.
even worse is we get flocks, gangs. I don't know, turkeys. So
Oh,
you get wild
that's a thing here.
turkeys that are heavy, and those things cruise around in groups of 20. And you smoke those with a vehicle, you're gonna regret
And
every second of
well,
that.
and they always fly up, so you catch them
Yeah,
right in the radiator, and those butterballs
yeah,
have some mass.
yeah. They'll mill through some stuff.
We had a bear out here. The neighbor got him. Well, so my neighbor has
How do you hit a
trash.
bear?
He didn't. Well, you hit him with a large caliber rifle. Rifle. That's
Okay,
what you hit
all
him with.
right. I was
But he
like
was eating the trash out of the neighbor's trash trailer he's got over here, and
trash
so
trailer.
his buddy has had a bear tag this year, and came over and shot him like just right over there.
Pow, done,
Well,
son.
the bear was it had been coming up the neighborhood. It was going in the mountains, basically eating trash every Monday because trash day is Monday,
Yeah.
and it got here, and well, then it got stuffed and is
Then
now
it
bear
got.
rug or bear. Yeah, that's what happens apparently. We have cats out here from time to time. There's cougar sightings. We saw a bobcat. I'm pretty sure it was on one of the rides.
The old BBQ Mike there. He got himself a passenger turkey.
That's better than a driver's side turkey.
Well, that's true.
So we were in. I think it was the second time I was in Iraq. On an H60, they have the top greenhouse windows, is what we called them, and there's only probably 3 feet of space between that window and the big spinny thing up there, and
Okay.
they caught a freaking. It had to have been a pterodactyl because the leg on this thing. Okay, so like the claw talon part was probably it's a good size reference. Like clutched together was probably about this size, and it was the like bony part of the leg that goes up to where I'm not really an expert on anatomy, but up to where it would separate was about like right this long. And when it came through the window as they were going, however fast they were going, tipped down and going, it came through that upper window above this dude's head, hit him in the face, and that leg broke off of the bird in the impact and into him and stuck between his helmet and his face like this. Like,
Ooh.
yeah. So when he came back, this thing is a mess. There's blood everywhere. Everything's just, it's like, what is going on here? And he's like, we're fine, but there's a bird and pieces, and he shows you this thing. He's got it. And I was just like, what did you do? And so they made it into a necklace and like dried that thing out, and he freaking had it as a thing. And I was like, that's weird.
Tried to catch a bird to the face, but only got a piece of him.
Just the fact that it was able to make it through. Well, that's the also thing. They didn't say exactly. It could have hit the rotors and then pieces of it went through. It's kind of hard to say exactly how it hit, but it came through that window when it came into the cockpit.
Huh.
Wild.
Mm.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Worst thing I've ever hit was barn owl, and you're not supposed to hit those. They're like endangered or something.
Yeah, but what are
But
you gonna do?
yeah, it's one of those things where like he was sitting on a pole. I saw him at a pretty good distance. I'm like, you better stay on that pole. And they did a little swoopy action, and I went, nope. And he smoked my windshield real hard. But the worst part is it was a van, because van
Mm.
guy, and that van had a very pronounced visor.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
when
It
he
was an
smoked
18
that
van.
windshield, he fucking it just shoop. He scooped right up into that little top edge and just kind of like, ugh. And I'm just like, oh, that's awesome.
So he came, broke your window, and
Yeah,
then was looking at you like you're an asshole.
yeah. Like he's
Yeah.
like, I'm dying
Why?
right now.
Why'd you
I
hit
ain't
me,
going.
bro?
And then I literally
Oh
had to get out and
no.
just kind of like scoop him off the windshield. Like, hey, come on now. He was all twitchy and just kind of kicked him into the ditch. Like, have a good day.
uh, so, was there any last second preparations for cars for this cold snap coming down, or were you pretty much already prepared
I'm
for
already
that?
prepared, but there was a lot of just like, huh. I should probably change the oil in a few things. And then I went, you know what? No, a little bit burned up thinner oil, maybe a little less in the motor is fine. It'll start better that way.
Yeah.
All my vehicles have started right up. I can't complain.
Oh, was that the? Are you gonna go do the will it start challenge? Is that what we're doing now?
No, all my stuff starts. That's why I keep it around.
It's not even a challenge. Don't even
No,
have to worry.
cycle the fuel pump a couple times, right? And then
Just send it.
Well,
wait a
I've
minute, what
had
do you mean?
fuel pumps freeze and stick.
Oh, I was talking about some of your older.
Oh no, none of that
rigs.
stuff goes anywhere. I just have like 2 vehicles I drive, and everything else just buttoned up for the winter.
No.
Yeah, we're not
Let's
doing
see.
any of that. That's
No.
insane.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. That's what I was like, really?
Those are all covered, and no,
Yeah.
fuel's got all the stabilizer in it, and nope. Everything sits till March, April.
Yeah, you should maybe start migrating your fleet to Arizona or something.
Nah, that sounds awful.
Well,
My
it's
problem is if I
warm
moved to
all the
Arizona,
time.
I would get there and be like, stuff's way nicer here, and I just have to sell everything I have and start over.
But you won't. You'll just buy more stuff.
Probably. I'll have to buy a big
Yeah.
chunk of desert and just let it all sit out there.
I hear desert's pretty cheap out there.
It is.
What do you consider pretty cheap?
Only $1 million.
Only $1 million for how much? How much desert do you get for this $1 million? Is there a nuclear silo on it? Because
I don't
That
know.
would be awesome. I love me an underground bunker.
It sounds cooler than it is, I'm assuming.
nice. Got some good pieces going there.
What we got there? Oh, that's all
Nerd
computer
stuff. Yeah,
Nerd stuff.
It's computer. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same damn thing. You get a stock chassis and you put a bunch of cool hopped up pieces on it to make it go fast. I mean, it's really just cars in a smaller.
So, at a younger
configuration.
age, before cars. This is before cars, dudes. So, I used to build computers, and I remember building
Oh, dudes
pretty
with
sweet
computers.
water-cooled CPU with its own little radiator and all that stuff. Because when you'd overclock things to get like
Yeah.
1.6 gigahertz, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, look, I got to water cool it and run this fan." It's like, man, look at it, I'm just cranking this thing. It's like now I'm like, I don't even care. So-
I know you don't even acknowledge that you give a shit about any of that. So that's
No.
why I was a little surprised that you built computers.
Yeah, I got certified to build computers. Like it was actually gonna be a thing for a while.
Oh wow.
And I've got all the licensing and you're A+ certified and this. And I went through all the college courses and everything, and then I went, you know what? Computers suck. I don't like these things. There's no sustainability. There's no fixing.
There's really
It's
not,
just
because
throw it away and start over.
It's or you just replace parts and then
As
throw
a
it all away.
hoarder, computers just don't work for that. Like you can keep all this computer stuff, but you might as well throw it away. It's useless. It's
Yeah.
100%. There's no reason to keep any of it.
Well, at a certain point, I mean, you try to get things that are going to be upgradable and last, but then the way
Until the
they're
next
churning
thing.
out, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna have this kind of RAM now. Like I remember putting DIMMs in computers, and like hey, let's go put some DIMMs in there, and everybody's like, you tell somebody now, and they're like, what's a DIMM? I'm like, yeah, exactly.
That's just one part on your RAM.
Yeah, it's one of those little things.
Just one of the 30 of those that are on, or whatever they're up to now on a freaking. Because they're what, DDR6? I have DDR4. Did anyone get DDR5, or did we just skip right to
I don't know.
6?
This is why it's just crazy now. It's like,
Yeah,
well, whatever.
no one
that's
knows.
fine.
Well, that's why I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that graphics card that no one can get, and then I'm just like, it's still $1,200.
Yeah.
It's like
I remember when $1,200 built you a really high-end machine, and you still
Like a
thought
whole
that was
rig.
insane. Like you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, $1,200 is a huge waste of money, but look how awesome
Yeah.
it is. And now it's like, no, that's
Yeah.
what the graphics card costs. Like, nope, I'm out.
Well, and that's why the problem is I've come to the point now where the graphics card I have in here now is it was obsolete when I built the rest of this computer, but it was still better than not having a graphics card, so I went with it. And that has gotten me this far. But it's at the end. It's time to upgrade it. But I don't want to pay that kind of price for. I'll find something else. I don't need it.
I have a shuttle PC up in storage right up here that I keep it just because I spent way too much money on it. But it's essentially a portable desktop.
Yeah.
And it's full case and it's got all this cool stuff in it. I used it to build servers back in the day. So I'd program and build entire servers with it. So it has like literally 7 serial ports on it. So you could hook it to 7 separate servers, open multiple windows, and build on 7 servers simultaneously. And it had all the power to do that. And it was like, wow, this thing's amazing. And it was the ultimate work PC because it was portable desktop, had all the power it needed. And now you look at that thing and you're just like, what a piece of junk this thing is. Like, it's completely obsolete, useless. And this thing built $1 million servers. I mean,
Well, I was gonna say that's the thing. That's what you need to do. Is you need to just build a Minecraft server and run a Minecraft server out of here. Oh, you don't have enough bandwidth coming in and out of your place.
not that I could. It's just
Could
the
you?
amount of money that would cost me per month is.
Well, because what I'm thinking is, you build it in the garage, and then it heats the garage. It fixes your heat problem in the
It's sort of
winter.
just, "Wah."
Yeah.
Don't worry. And well, you sell server space on that thing.
It's the server farm
Problem.
over there.
Yeah, exactly. You just sell your and run it in the winter. The only problem is you don't want to run it in the summer because
Yeah.
heat.
It's heat.
But I'm sure you can find seasonal server stuff you can do, right? Although I'm pretty sure they don't like you turning your server bank on and off.
No, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like to be booted. I have
Yeah.
servers at work that literally have not been booted since they've been installed. So
Well, then they should be okay.
no, you just look at them and go, nope, we're not doing that. So,
Oh, so he said there is DDR5. They're running that now. Because I know everything I'm seeing. Well, I'm seeing DDR6 in the graphics cards. So maybe DDR6
Yeah,
hasn't made it to-
DDR5 is the memory sticks.
That's
It's-
standard now. So they don't have DDR6 RAM out yet. Is that what you're saying?
No, the DDR5 RAM is the newest, latest, and greatest RAM.
Okay.
Like my
'Cause
computer's
they're
got
using-
the DDR4.
They're using DDR6 RAM on the new graphics cards.
Yeah,
And
it's
the TIs, I believe, had them last year.
yeah. Mine
So
has them.
here's my whole problem with this. Is
Which this? We've talked about 7 different things. You're
Well,
gonna have to be a little more
you'll
specific.
you'll catch up.
Okay.
When you start talking about computers, when technology was not over capable the way it is now,
Uh-huh.
when the physical hardware was not over capable, people refined the software and everything to run on an inferior piece of equipment. Well, now that everything has become so ridiculous and they just keep coming out with newer stuff, the software people are just like, we don't care. That thing that can eat whatever it wants to eat, and the equipment will overcome the issues with the software.
Yes.
And it's made that
Easier.
flip. And I think if people would just go back to perfecting software, we wouldn't need to upgrade computers. We could just run them the way they are. But no one's going to do that because then it doesn't feed that machine, literally.
Well, it's also its own thing too. With like look at the Radeon cards that are coming out right now. They were launched without full driver support, and it's a known thing that when the AMD cards come out, they're going to get better. That's their thing. They'll be better later. And it's
Maybe.
like it's a vote of confidence. It's a vote of confidence because you know they're going to keep working on it, so it's okay. And it's like, well, no, they could.
I
they could
remember
just do
when
it.
video games took 5 years to make. And now there was a
Betas,
lot
that's
of people,
another thing. Yeah.
like they just, and now they're just popping out games once a year and they're like, nah, we'll patch that. Just play it, let us know what's wrong with it, and then we'll fix it. And that's
Yeah,
the
things
new normal.
stay in a beta forever, and they make all this kind of money on beta the whole way through.
Now it's
And they
just
don't pay.
dump it.
Well, and that's the thing; they don't pay developers anymore, or what? Testers, gamers, who are the people that would you have your people do that for you. Your,
Yep.
the base, they'll go and figure it out.
No, they don't do that no more.
I mean,
that's
obviously
why I'm
you
out
have
of gaming.
some,
I'm
but-
so detached from gaming because I just view the games have become cheap, and they've become unperfected, and it's just a ton
That
of bugs and
is-
junk, and you don't get what you're getting.
All true.
Yeah, I remember
Well, you
waiting.
don't get what we used to get back in the day.
Well, I remember like Diablo 2.
You used to get.
As an example. When Diablo 2 was coming out, I was like, man, put me on the waiting list. I waited a year and a half on a waiting list just to get that game, and then had to go wait in line to go get it. I was like, yeah, I got this game. And played it, and it took me, I think, played it a total like 44 hours, like pretty much straight through with a little sleep. Beat the game in every level, everything, and was like, wow, that sucked. That was not worth a year and a half. And that was kind of when I was like, you know what? I don't want to play games anymore. This is getting out of hand.
And it started downhill from there.
Yep.
I think so. Skyrim, I was not disappointed with Skyrim. Um, Elder Scrolls Online, and then everything else from there, it's been pretty well. The Witcher 3, I was not disappointed with that one. That game was really good.
Well, it's like I just started playing. I think I talked to John about this. Maybe I talked to you. I started playing this High on Life game.
Tim
Downloaded the
Windsor,
other night.
what's up, brother?
And
Are we just not going to talk about this though?
oh, hey, thanks,
not gonna
Trillo.
acknowledge that?
Sorry.
Dude has been trying to avoid his birthday, as in like it just didn't happen.
It doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
we don't talk about it, so it doesn't happen.
Oh,
So I'm glad
theory.
you brought it up because I wasn't going to.
We're talking in theories here. Like that's not
But
real.
now it's here. Tim Windsor, brother, how are you? I appreciate you, brother. Tim watches every one of my videos and comments every single time, and I appreciate that.
That's pretty cool.
He also says happy birthday.
I mean,
Turlo needs to get. We need to do something with him one of these days. He's not too far up there, and he likes to go do mountain racing and riding and stuff like that.
does Turlo own a side by side?
No, he owns like real race cars,
Cheap
like
stuff.
Jeep. He's got a Celica that he does like rally stuff with. And
Well, I've seen all those, but
yeah. Well, he goes and does that. I'm sure he practices with that car. Does something cool off roads with it. Thank you, Tim. One step back and forth. What?
I don't know.
Dudes
I don't
wants it.
know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright,
I saw a
alright.
bunch of stuff on you. Oh, you don't ever go on your Facebook.
no, I don't actually.
Oh.
Very rarely. My wife takes care of that most of the time, so
Oh, well, maybe she handled that for you.
there you go.
See, he likes motorsports a lot, so.
Motorsports.
Yeah.
Sports with motors.
Out in the side-by-side stuff, it's a sport with a motor. Hell, actually, did you see Can-Am just got a actual factory team put together with Red Bull? They're doing, I think, Dakar and some other rallies, like
Really?
big stuff with. Well, they say factory. I mean, they don't make a
No
factory
way.
car that looks like that. But yeah, if you look up the Can-Am Red Bull factory team, they're doing it.
They're just gonna say they made it. Like I don't think that rig's gonna make it if they beat on it too hard. Not factory.
So I can tell you that the Can-Ams won the King of the Hammers for obviously heavily modified Can-Ams.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but it was
saying.
Can-Am
Heavily modified.
Can-Am platforms. Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna have to. But the way those machines are made, they're made to be. You can swap out all of those plastic pieces for metal pieces. People make things, but it makes them heavier, which then you got to go more power, which they make. But then you have problems with belts, which then they make. It's just a circle of upgrading things to do things you want to do that spirals into a lot of money.
Sounds
Like
like a
any
Jeep.
other, or a race car, or drag car, or circle car, or any car.
I don't think anything starts as a drag car, but
Well, yeah, it does. It's a regular car. Every car is a drag car.
no.
Oh yeah, it just doesn't have all the money put into it yet.
I guess I don't classify something a drag car until like it's legitimately purposed only for that.
Listen, if you can do it, it's a drag car.
All right.
Just like a van can be a rally car, because if you can take it off road and go rallying, it's a rally car.
All right. I'll agree with you, I guess.
Now, unfortunately, you can't make them airplanes, because part of being an airplane is you got to be able to take off and land. It doesn't.
I mean,
You take off, but the landing part.
a lot of
parts aren't
airplanes
like
that land that don't ever move again. It's fine.
That's not a landing. That's a crash that you walk away from. If you're lucky to walk away.
These boots are made for walking.
So, I guess. See, Turlo agrees with me.
Sure, little agrees.
We're
So-
just gonna go with that.
Where did you think you were gonna be
Oh, is that where you're
Today.
going?
a year ago?
As far as YouTube goes,
Just life in general.
life in general.
You had more of a set schedule for your life. Let's see if I can make this work.
Don't buy an EV. I don't plan on it. I don't plan on
An
buying
emu?
an EV.
What? Oh,
EV.
EV.
Is that
I'm
what it
not
sounds
buying
like?
an emu either.
No. Well, there was a time when emu farms were a big thing around here in the 90s. Because they were going to be the next chicken or something. I don't know. They were
No.
going to raise them and do some things. And there were some people that Ponzi'd in on that scheme. And then there was like, now what do we do with these birds?
Yeah, like there's like a whole emu thing. Like
Oh, that
Australia
was-
had an emu problem, didn't they?
I think they did. I don't know. Who knows?
I read a thing on that one time.
Yeah.
Anyway, answer the question.
Answer the question. So, obviously being retired and doing what I want to do when I want to do it is pretty awesome. So that's pretty much what I thought. I had plans of wanting to go build on a piece of property I own up in Washington, but then, the lumber prices and everything, inflation and everything going through the roof, I was like, I think I'll wait a little bit on that. And at this point, I'm glad I did, because lumber prices have already come way down from what they were when I got out in April. And if I had gone right into that, you know what I mean?
You'd have been
But there's-
bankrupted. Would have ruined you.
I would have never financially recovered from this, yes.
Huh.
But then the other side of that, I came home and dumped a bunch of time and effort into YouTube. Time and effort, I do that relatively. And grew the channel by, 8,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So,
Was it on your like, hey, we're gonna make it to 8,000 this year?
no, that was definitely, well, I mean, yeah, you know that. We talked all about that. That definitely wasn't ever a real, it's just not a realistic goal. I mean, you know what I mean? Where we were a year ago, you and I have talked a little bit about this. I went back and watched the old live from a year ago for this week, right before Christmas, or it might have been on Christmas. I don't remember exactly. But no, that was never. It wasn't a realistic goal for what we were doing back then. The goal was to get to 1,000 at some point around April to July, and we did that. And then,
Met and
then
exceeded.
yeah, and then it just went from there. And now at this point, I don't really have goals.
I got a goal, 100.
What's your,
I'm
you
simple.
want to get to 100 before the end of next year?
Oh no, before the end of this year.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, I know. I shoot for the stars, buddy.
Yeah, that's what we like to call unrealistic expectations.
Well, I mean,
And I
if
guess
you
that's
dumped, if you wanted to dump a short every day or 4 or 5 a day, I think you could hit 100.
Yeah. Well,
Well, so
I got enough pictures and video to do that.
Oh, if you're gonna, well, are you doing the ones for the closet stuff or?
Oh, I got enough
gaming
of
stuff?
everything. Well, the Can-Am side-by-side rides, closets, videos, entertainment centers, my work stuff and the Can-Am stuff that I could put
Good
out.
content.
I
Tim,
could,
I 100% believe you can pull that off. Just the way this dude is with being one of the most loyal subscribers, I could see that. Everyone subs back to Tim. Look, 52 away, and he has never put out. You've never put out a video either, ever. That's just networking.
that's cool.
Sorry, John. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. But I got shit almost 100 gigabytes of, no, more than that. I just downloaded 67 gigabytes of stuff the other day. Plus, I still have that whole other memory card that has like 100 gigabytes of video on it that I have not downloaded, and that's just side by side stuff.
I gonna say, is that the one that is 3-minute clips?
No, sir, that is 1 minute clips
1 minute clips. It's an
Of-
entire.
of front and
entire-
back.
It's an entire memory stick full of 1-minute videos that he's gonna stitch together.
Hey, man,
You.
that software it'll drop them in there. It'll do its
It,
job.
it will. I was showing him transitions and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the
I'm
things
gonna
that-
try and work on it because I don't have to go in this next week coming up.
Yeah.
Only if somebody calls me, so I'll have time to play with the stuff.
Yeah, you say that, and then somebody will be like, "Hey, let's do whatever the thing is," and you're like, "Yeah, whatever that is, way better than playing or editing." And then you get yourself into a hole where you're like, oh, I don't have any videos for next week.
Well,
And
that's
then
the
you
fun
have
part about not having to worry about videos in weeks.
I mean,
Alright,
I
dudes.
can
Okay,
I can
dudes.
make a short at any time.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, dudes, okay. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about dudeswithwrenches.com, the empire.
There's a .com actually.
I know there is. Go check it out for your apparel needs.
Go check it out for all your Dudes with Wrenches apparel and Scottish kilts.
Are there seriously Scottish kilts there?
I mean, someday maybe. I mean, I think it'd be cool.
I think it is way cool. And now that you said it, I'm actually super disappointed it's not there.
Yeah. I think we should start doing product drops with just weird, off-the-wall products that people are just gonna buy just so they have.
I gotta say that actually might be a thing.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Scottish
cool.
kilts with a big emblem, like a
I mean,
metal buckle.
whoever
Dudes
thought
with
that people would
wrenches.
buy fucking poop emoji hats? You know?
I have a poop emoji Hallmark freaking ornament.
I have a mug.
People
that
are
farts a song.
literally
That's what
buying
we got
poop.
this year. Yeah, it's
It's soft serve, man.
It's-
I don't know what you're
it's soft serve.
chocolate soft serve.
It's a frosty. He's got a frosty. That's all it is.
I mean, don't you ever send that to your loved one? We're like, hey, could you go pick me up some frosty soft serve emoji?
that's the emoji for it. They made it. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with this. This is,
Happy ice cream. Don't worry about it.
Oh
Goodness.
man, that is. These are true statements. I just
So,
don't know what to tell you.
I could
Yeah,
start
Dudes with
selling
Wrenches
merch.
Here, went boom. 2022, best year for the channel. We'll see what next year brings. We're gonna do big things. Probably not.
Are
though.
you?
We're gonna
Are you
talk
the-
about
yeah.
them. We're gonna talk about them like we always do. We're like, we're gonna do big things, and then those things will become next year's things. And that's just
Oh.
how procrastination works.
You perpetuate the. Well, I mean, and realistically, there
I'm really
isn't
good
a
at
next.
perpetuating the hype. So,
You're not much of a goal person anyhow. It's not like you're putting out big goals for the
No.
channel or
I
making
don't.
because I don't think we made any real predictions last year as far as what we were going to do for the year. The goal was to get to 1,000 to get the channels monetized, and you obviously have exceeded that by quite a bit.
I'm barely monetized.
You are barely monetized. That's the worst
facts.
part. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually the facts.
Like,
Well, yes and no.
I wish
'cause
I
you
was
get
dropping
the-
videos that would actually earn true monetizable hours.
You can't say wish because you would need to actually drop videos and have them not do that to be able to say wish. You just need to get the wish out of there and say, I need to
I
drop.
mean, I sit in front of a mirror every day and I say, I wish you'd get your shit together.
Is that how it works? That's what you need next is Dudes with Wrenches motivational. It's just you looking into the camera, maybe a little knife hand action or something.
Yeah. It's like me looking into a mirror and you're over my shoulder. Just me
Oh.
talking to the mirror, talking to you.
Is there a way in your software to edit the camera out so it doesn't look, so it actually looks like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah, just do it at an angle. Just make the angle of the mirror so that the mirror doesn't show the camera and just shows the face. And you just a
Just
little
shows
bit over
the
the shoulder
face.
like this.
A little movie magic. Okay, I like
Yeah,
it.
it's easy. It's just angles.
Yeah, it's just angles.
Just talking to myself. Like, you know what, we really need to get something going on here where you and me get together and we do things we're supposed to be doing with the stuff that needs to get done.
Well, no, what we do is you say something about whatever the problem is, and then I say you need to do this, and you say yeah, and then a week, 2, 6 go by, and then you like, so somebody said I need to do this the other day. I think I'm going to do it, and I go, yeah, that was me, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to do that now.
I think this time concept, that's what gets me.
Time.
Time.
So, I guess, so you're saying there isn't a goal for next year, or there is a
My
for
goal
next year.
for next year.
And what is the goal for next year?
Because you can't make things happen. I mean, obviously, we all know that. There's
Yes and no. We've talked 100 times about you always had the idea for it to blow up like this. Like in your head, you thought it would work. That it would, but not to this extent. Obviously.
my hey, we're gonna blow up. We're gonna be somebody. Is only like a 30,000 subscriber over 5 years, maybe. Cause maybe.
That
Like,
was
that was
the
the
if I had to
lofty goal.
if I yeah exactly, and we talked about that in other things. The lofty like, oh, you know, best we'll ever do,
Best we'll ever do.
and then you did it in a month, not
Yeah,
even
it was
7
2
days.
weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
It's 2 weeks from July. So yeah, by the 2 weeks after July 5th was 30,000. Because realistically, we were at 30,000 by the end of July this year, which July marked 2 years doing YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't do anything for 1 year,
It's
7
not
months.
It's not true. You did
We
lots
did.
of things. You tried a lot of things.
But no, we finally started getting some momentum in like April. There was like some actual views and some actual subscribers, and like it was like,
Oh,
wow,
nice.
we could actually put out a video and get 400 views on it. That's cool.
Because that LS video really hyped
Yeah,
your channel up.
just tearing it up, you know. And I'm glad I finished it. It was a good series. I mean, we put all those videos. Now we didn't, but
No, you didn't.
we're on. We're gonna do. We're gonna. Ah,
That's remind me to come back to the how many gigabytes and terabytes of footage that will probably never get edited that you have laying
there's
around.
already so many videos.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That are just not even. I don't know. Poorly shot. I don't like them. And once
Well,
they become
you're-
unworthy, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem. is
Put
you-
them in the hole,
You,
and I just go. You
you
just
have
live there
gotten on
now."
this thing where you're like everything's unworthy of the Dudes with Wrenches brand.
Well, that's not entirely wrong. It's a
It's-
brand, and that's the
It
problem.
is. It is now. Well,
There's an expectation
Yeah.
that has to be met that the videos are good, and they have.
I don't
some
know.
Entertainment
The
value.
videos good part is a very subjective.
Oh yeah, I think it's all subjective at
yeah.
a certain point. It's
Yeah.
it's not complete trash. Let's go with that.
Yeah, so I don't know because I've seen some of the videos that you were like, you know, it's recycled footage, me talking over, and you always look down on those type of videos, and then they don't seem to do as well as some of the other ones that you that you say. So you have some obvious some insight there as far as that you may be correct on that, but we also have seen garbage hit hard.
That's true.
That has there's no rhyme or reason to it. What's the reason? We can never figure it out. So I have a hard time believing that there is a quality component.
But
to,
I think that goes back to if you're going to say that you have a brand equals
well,
consistency.
Yes.
And even if you have a garbage video that does well, unless you're going to consistently put out that same video, it's really not a brand.
Yes, exactly. And that's
So-
where you're curating your brand as we're going. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
So it's like, do you put out things that are off-brand, good or bad?
Yeah, but what you're saying is off-brand now might not be off-brand later because you don't even know what your brand is. You're figuring it out as you're going because you didn't know your brand was entertainment, the little shorts thing until you started doing them.
Well, I did the shorts, I did original videos that never went anywhere, and then I went to shorts pretty heavily. It's just I didn't know where the shorts needed to be to work.
Nope.
So I did a lot of really bad shorts. I mean, that's the
Well,
most
and that's
amount
what
of
I'm
bad
saying.
videos I ever did.
You
was bad
threw
shorts.
you threw a bunch of stuff against the wall in many directions, and you were taking things down and moving things down. So nobody got to see what didn't work. No one really got to see on an extension on a large level. And even so you've been starting to take down some of the ones that. What's the number now for ones that come down?
Well, I mean, it's not even. It's gone away from an actual. I've taken down videos that have over 1 million views. So
Oh wow.
it's not even a top number. It becomes a consistent number. So if a video is getting X amount of views a day, then it gets to stay up. But if that number falls below, let's say 50 views a day, then it's dead and we move on. So
And I know we've talked about it a lot, but I don't know if anyone else is. But you don't worry about the guy that wants to come in and find all of the old Dudes with Wrenches stuff. You don't worry about losing those guys.
well, I don't lose those guys because essentially you can recycle certain videos that did well, and then
Yeah.
a new audience will see it, and that's the same thing realistically.
And then you don't worry about alienating the other audience because they're seeing the same thing over and over again.
I think as long as you consistently come out with new content on top of recycled content, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about 30 to 60-second shorts. I think if you were ever to
That is
have a
the
hitting
concept to it.
long format video and then bring that back out to try to get a reinsurgence
It would
of it,
never
I don't
work
think
on
that's
long
a good
form.
idea.
Nope,
Yeah,
I don't think it
that's
can.
a horrible idea.
Well, and so the shorts itself too are also a short, I mean, video, but lifespan. Their lifespan is just it's like it says in the name. You'll see videos that kind of go up and then they get, depending on where they get their input from, they all kind of up and they die. This goes with long form videos too, but long form has a better search component, I think, on especially in the automotive sector. Stuff gets searched for vehicles, so you can get found in there. I feel on the short side, when people search for, like, let's say Toyota starter or something like that, they don't click on a short for that. Like if it comes up, they go to a long form video.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's looking for informational stuff on shorts. That's not a thing.
But your shorts are informational.
Well, they're informational, but they're not informational for the guy that's trying to fix his truck to go to work tomorrow.
True. But that then, cause I made a video kind of like that because I didn't have enough footage to make a real video for doing the inlet heater on my GMC, and it's exactly what we thought with that. No one looks at that because it's just, who do you market it to? I think the other big thing is the wave and the marketability of shorts. They're marketing your stuff to people. It's like when TikTok was like, hey, pay us and we'll market your stuff to people better. And it's like,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I think there's a lot of people out there that create good content for how-to stuff, and you can see their channels, and they're getting a lot of good views, even comparably to any bigger channels I've seen.
But those how-to channels don't normally get good subscribership.
No, they don't. And that's where I was headed. So like, you'll see videos that have been up there 2-3 years, and they got 2 million views. And there's a lot of big channels that don't have videos that ever hit over 1 million, and they're big channels. But you got these guys hitting 2 million views, and they got 2,000 subscribers.
Yep.
So who's getting paid more? What monetizable value is that? I mean, subscribers don't always mean jack diddly at the end of the day, depending on what you're trying to do with YouTube.
Yeah. Well, but having a base, like the nice thing you've noticed with having, like, where are you at right now?
Numbers.
Oh, you're at a number, huh?
I am at numbers.
I can tell you what sort of.
Oh, see, we just rolled over.
It's cold, CB. How's it going?
9-1.
990
9-1.
91.
So we have not met today's goal yet, so we'll see.
No, but that makes you less than 1,000 from the big number. The play button.
The little play button.
Which we had a conversation about not too long ago when you found out the play button is not what it used to be.
It's not a play button, it's a crappy plaque. They used to give you like actual silver plated things, and now it's some just.
Well, too many people ended up getting it, man. It's a deal where you can't get to the, I tell you what, get to the 100 million one and you can have the cool one.
Well, that's just it. So what's the goal?
Stay warm over there, CP. Well, and that's the trick. I don't know that your goal should be. That's what I keep telling him too. Well, my original guesstimate was February, and I made that, what, 2 months ago? A month ago. Was it a month ago?
Yep.
Something like that. I said February, and that was my conservative. You want to tell him what your conservative number for hitting 100K was? Or
July.
Date? It was July. He's like, oh, July's my goal, is what he told me one day. And I said,
that's a good goal.
I said, I laughed at you. I literally laughed at you on the phone and was like, okay, cool.
Conservatively, it was a guaranteed date.
It was a guaranteed date conservatively. I conservatively went with February, which, looking at it now, is very conservative. I think you'll have it for. I don't think you'll have it for Christmas. Not at this current speed.
No, it's too many.
Well, because you are not going to get You're not getting 500 a day.
No, we're like, I think we're way below that.
Best case scenario, if everything picks up, it'll be 100,000 by Christmas, like the eve of Christmas Day. You know what I mean? Like the end of Christmas Day.
I mean, potentially.
Of 2075. I think you probably. Actually, that's what you should do. Here, that's what we'll do. Let me see. I know how he loves this site.
Oh, don't even. I don't want to know that fake propaganda numbers.
Oh well, this number for you isn't gonna. Well, let's see here. Dudes with wrenches. Let's go see what he's got going here.
Propaganda.
Select the channel. Oh, it's hilarious how off this is. What, they're making me watch an ad? Get out of here.
Yeah. Ad propaganda.
All right. So, future projections for dudes with wrenches. Subscriber milestone. All right. So, it's saying that by, what is it? 10/17/2024, you'll have 1 million.
2024, huh?
Let's see.
Big year. 2 years. 2 years I'll have 1 million subscribers.
No, you won't.
No, I won't. Things have had to
Yeah,
drastically
maybe.
change.
Sorry about that. I had to take a work call.
Oh. Like that thing we talked about
Yeah.
earlier where you said you
Oh,
weren't going to work.
I'm not in work.
Well,
I'm
was it
at my
important?
house. Yeah, it was sending
Was
out
it
an
a
invoice to a
good
customer.
one?
Yep.
Oh. Well, then that's
Yeah.
All right, let's go to CP, the tool addict here, and let's see when.
So let's go back quick before you get too far away from that. So what does the propaganda machine say that Dudes with Wrenches is worth as a content creator?
Oh, okay. So Chad's is 2025 to 100,000. Don't get me off the topic just yet. I want to see what mine is, and then we'll get to your next question. So don't lose your question.
I've lost it already.
Oh my! It's been 10 seconds. I remember what it is. I'll get you back there. All right. So for me, it doesn't tell me when I'll make 100,000. It stops at 2027
it's
at
all just like-
89,000. Yeah, good. Keep dreaming, kid. Come back later.
We got time for this. Questions.
Yeah, that shit's way. Listen, it's never gonna happen. All right, so it says you may. What do you want? Estimated monthly or estimated yearly?
Let's just go yearly.
Okay, your estimated yearly is $18,900 to $302,000. That's
That is a wide. That is
wide
There's
range.
a wide berth
You
of
make-
money there.
Well, that's because you make between $1.6 and $25,000 a month.
This is all.
Allegedly.
This propaganda machine isn't even good at propaganda.
No, it's terribly. Well, and Chad said the same thing to us when we did it.
Who looks at
There,
this?
here he is. Here he is right here. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I wish they
Yeah.
were right on the low
But yeah.
side of that number. I mean, just
Dude, who are you telling? I mean, seriously.
half the side of the lowest side. I'd take that. I'd take a quarter of the lowest side of the lowest number.
But I think some of that is true. They take your number; those numbers are not separated between shorts and long form. So
True.
it
They're
only
just looking at
that
views.
system only knows views, and it counts that views compared. So if you're doing the kind of numbers you're doing now on the long form side, you might
Yeah.
be seeing
Potentially money.
you might be seeing half, quarter,
But see,
third.
that's
It's
say
not gonna be
you
that
were
number.
Putting out. So here's the thing. So if all my shorts were long format content, let's go with that. So if I was cranking out 30,000 views per day, every day with a
That's-
long format video, that's a lot of work.
Tell me about it. I do 3 a week. And listen, if anyone's going to do a behind-the-scenes expose of dudes with wrenches, it's going to be on Wasted Talent Fabrications. So just saying. Wait for it.
Making bank. He's going to be exposed on the next random YouTuber vid.
Oh, you've seen those, right? Have you seen those?
I've seen those. I think one time I
Yeah.
clicked on one where they're like, Vice Grip Garage makes
Yes.
700,000 a year.
Yeah.
You think he's a
Or-
humble man?
Yes, I'm going to make that video. I'm going to be the dude. Oh, that's awesome.
He lights $100 bills off the backs of burning baby llamas. Like what?
Complete Toilet Garage, Dead on Pay. Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did he? Oh, is
Yeah,
that the one you were telling me about that blew him up, or?
No, it's one of those.
Oh, it was the face reveal one that it was.
Yeah, and it was totally just a
Ploy.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was a
which
view
is
grab.
hey, yeah.
Gives a
I
view
should,
grab.
I
Goes
should do
back.
it and jump up. I'm not. Listen, I do my view grabs and coattailing the old-fashioned way on a lot.
I could take some
Like
pictures
this.
eating caviar with like a dirty fork or something.
Rusty fork. Oh no, you got to do it with a wrench, a little tiny caviar wrench that you use for your
Gold plated.
gold-plated. Yes.
You don't even know. Shorts Empire.
No, that's what you do. Is you get your play
That
button
should
and
be
melt
my
it
intro
down.
video.
Melt it down into a little wrench. Is what you should do.
I should make an intro video to my channel. And when people go to the channel page, so it'll just be me, like in a top hat and a monocle. My Shorts Empire has grown so large. I own all the things.
Oh, I see you here. Just mining over my stuff, my expense.
Yeah. You're coming here to be jealous. Good luck.
I dig it.
And then cut away to a really dirty mobile home. Like,
Dude, then you gotta have it say "Dudes with Wrenches World Headquarters" or something
yeah, world
like
headquarters.
that.
And then span out on the edge of a river with a van.
Yeah, it's Jameson. You can call me Jameson.
You can call me Jameson Jonathan III.
You really
Oh,
are
goodness.
the third, though, aren't you?
I'm the second, actually.
Oh, you're the
Third
second.
just sounds more regal, like there was a couple more fuck faces in front of me.
They did good things, and I'm coattailing, so I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Clifford. Ooh,
Clifford.
Clifford.
Jameson Clifford. I don't know what IV is. 5?
The
5th?
fourth.
4th? Jameson Clifford the 4th.
Yeah. You gotta do it like you're the guy who announces you as you're coming into the room. Now arriving.
Now arriving, Jameson Clifford the 4th and his crew of merry men.
Miscreants at best.
Misfits.
Oh, goodness.
So
Gone off
no
the rails
goals for next year then, huh?
No, my goals for next year is trying to get a long format video over 10,000 views.
That's a good goal.
I think that's a good goal.
That is a good goal. I don't know. It's the problem with that goal is it's a really hard one to. It's not necessarily the amount of work you put in that's going to see that goal accomplished.
It's the amount
Like-
of YouTube opening that door and saying, "Come on in."
Come in.
Well, what do
people.
they
You can have
consider?
views.
What do they
There's
consider
views
a view?
everywhere.
Is it
There's a
just
field of
people
views here.
clicking on it
Not
and
for
watching
you.
it for 5 seconds? Or
I don't know what the length is that it counts for a view. Obviously, the longer they watch, the better. That's always.
I mean,
the
I guess it counts as a view, but if it's not up in the actual time, it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
Oh.
My goal is just expansion. I want to keep days going in the up direction. As long as I can keep
What are we talking?
positive
Views, subs, all
views,
over,
sub,
just
all of the
over.
above. If I can get everything to just be a little bit better than it was before and continue the ride, that's all. Because my long form stuff is taking more views now and doing better on that side of it. I've scaled back the shorts a little bit, but I don't know. What was that?
I don't know. Screen went all black and swirly.
Oh, well, yeah, that's Elon net.
Oh. How's it affecting me, Elon? Huh? What's going on, Skynet?
Yeah, he's in there. He's here.
So just see,
But yeah, I
step
think
down from Twitter. I don't know.
Did he?
Yeah, he did a vote. He asked everybody, "Should I step down as CEO?" And everybody said, "Yeah." And he said, "Fine, I will." Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't need to shit. I have somebody. I can pay somebody to do the
yeah,
same thing.
I have
fucking
people
wanna
for
do.
this. You thought I was doing this myself? You're all fools.
well, I think the only reason why that he did step down is because it hurt his shares in Tesla. From
Nah,
what
they
I
don't give a shit
heard.
about that. They don't care about any of that.
Could have been though.
No, at the end of the day, he only bought all that and did all that to further some whatever he's after. And
Yeah, some
later we'll
propaganda
find it.
machine that he now gets to control.
I don't know if it's a propaganda machine that he wanted.
Inside trader machine. I don't know.
That helps a little bit. I think.
Well, that's the
I
Senate.
that's a. I think he wants to use that as a backbone to do something like PayPal, but he needed to basically purchase the infrastructure that they've already created in order to morph it into the thing he wants. That's why he started talking about pay for certain features and things like that. He's trying to, from an article I read, essentially do a new, almost like blockchain deal for transferring money from point to point, kind of like
Oh, yeah.
PayPal did, and how
It's like free
everyone
money.
does.
If you have
It
the
is.
infrastructure for it, it's literally free money.
And so as long as you, and if he
And
bought,
it would give him the ability to sell you a Tesla through the same system.
and your phone and your internet and all of it.
Well, he's got the phone stuff coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's another thing too. So you can.
So, but he's basically bought. So, Twitter has a bunch of infrastructure for servers and different things, and so he basically bought that. I think, and that's what the article said. It was never about Twitter and your freedom of speech or any of that. It was
No.
about infrastructure. He
Furthering,
wanted. Yes.
furthering the mechanism.
Because why go build your infrastructure to do the thing
buy
when you
that
can just
shit.
buy it?
Yeah. Bill Gates
and-
proved that as like the best business strategy ever. Well, somebody's going
Yes.
to design something and they're going to make it awesome, and then you're just going to go buy them.
Yeah. And now it's my
You're going to come
awesomeness.
up with nothing.
Yep. And I just got to put it all together.
Yep.
What's up? Everyone's back. We got 8:15 back in here. Chat saying hi.
CP.
All right. Well, we are coming up. We're coming up. Actually, we're past our
past an
hour.
hour.
You said so.
Giving up all the time.
Well,
Busy
listen.
people here. I mean, you could be
I-
playing Minecraft. We could be.
John is actually playing Minecraft.
Yep, I'm streaming and I got a
So
big
much
0 viewers.
No one's watching you over there, huh? Oh,
Nope.
Well, apparently, no one wanted to go see.
All right.
Can I? There's a way to share his link, but I don't remember how we do that.
And I
How
am
do we do that?
sailing into the sunset right now, into the moonset,
I thought you were
with
getting
the
stuff
ominous
ready.
glow on the water.
I thought
It's
you were getting
just-
stuff ready so we could go.
I
do it.
told you I
Is
was
that what we're
going
supposed to be doing?
exploring, okay?
So Minecraft doesn't even give you a round moon. It's literally a square moon.
It's
Yeah,
square.
everything is square.
This game.
You know you want. I'm
I'm
actually
not doing
surprised.
it.
The reflection in
surprised
the
you've
water
made it
looks
as long.
round.
I've never played this game, so there is
yeah.
no interest in me starting now.
I
But
feel
look
like
at the
it's not that good.
moon and the stars and the clouds.
Come sail away on my square. Like, just out there sailing away.
Yep.
It's more
Yeah.
speedboating.
See, I like. Well, John likes the. You want to go do all the things and the exploring. I like to build like the doors and the castles and the secret rooms and the things.
I
Mhm.
have no interest in this obsession, addiction, or whatever this thing called Minecraft is. It's just seems unhealthy at a certain point.
Well, I got water in my boat.
It's what's unhealthy here? What's unhealthy about grown men playing video games?
I mean, I
Can you
guess
get
it's
it
not
out?
crack. I mean, it's if put on a scale against
I mean-
methamphetamines, it's not that bad.
I mean, and methamphetamines are everywhere, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty acquirable, just like Minecraft.
I feel like one of them is cheaper, but I don't want to go out on a limb and try and venture which one is cheap.
I mean, if you're a homeless person and your options are get the stuff together to get Minecraft or get a little meth,
Okay, well, if you're talking about I didn't think about the infrastructure needed.
yeah, I mean, it's a pretty expensive.
You can get it on your phone though, or the phone you stole from that one guy.
True. I mean, you can steal his
So-
house keys too, and then you'd be all set up. But I assume you probably need a little bit of meth to get that all started, and then you've already chose meth. So
And now you're just a circle down the.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I see how this works.
they told me Minecraft would fix my meth problem, but I had to take a little meth to get to the Minecraft, and it's just not working out.
Yeah, Ark is a good one
I
there
don't know what
too.
Ark is. Is Ark fancy?
Ark is
It's
with
kinda like-
dinosaurs, yeah,
Yeah, dinosaurs.
and pterodactyls.
You know what'll
those are
fix this?
dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, so basically you can build your thing and farm and grind and build things and guns and houses and weapons and
Dinosaurs come and
saddles.
eat you?
Yes.
Well, no, they're trying to eat you the whole time. No, they don't. Yeah.
Oh.
But then you can tame them and ride them and make your dinosaurs fight other dinosaurs and guns
Then at
and
what point does,
tranquilizers and
dinosaurs and the Nazi agenda come together, and then we have Nazi
Um,
Germany
So
dinosaurs?
that's when
that's
you
Arc
realize,
Genesis.
that's when you realize that this whole thing, these arcs are actually like space modules because we've destroyed Earth, and so that's why you're going through all these. And then you get ones that are broken or ones that are run by Nazi Germany, or it's
Yeah, I
a thing.
just knew. The second you
Yep.
said we just added dinosaurs to a building game, it wasn't going to be very far before Nazis kind of came in there somewhere.
I have not played a lot of the.
Kind of like
racing
Zach right there.
games.
Forza 5. I played that game. It's a good game.
It's not that they're bad games. I just, when it comes to racing games, I'd rather go actually get in a car and go fast. It's
True.
like the playing a race car game doesn't do anything for me because I can go do that, and I would rather go do that. It doesn't excite me the
So-
same way.
I only play Forza games because I have a nephew that plays them with my son, and then he's like, "Look at all these records I made, and I'm so good." And I just go in there and destroy all of his records, and then like leave.
So you just play video games so you can pick on a how old?
I think he's like 13 or something. 15.
Oh, okay.
He's like 15.
15? Oh, that's more than allowable.
He thinks
In
he's
fact,
cool, and then I just gotta go in there and
Yeah.
be like, "I don't even play video games. Look how much you suck."
Oh man. Two.
mm-mm-mm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. People are here, but I don't want to keep you too long, dudes. I know you got stuff.
I got things to do. I gotta go edit video.
Big, yeah, a long form video.
We'll see.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Go over and subscribe to Dudes with Wrenches. He needs your
Everyone right
subscribers.
now should go and subscribe to Fat Cats 84. He's a good guy. He's really good at cabinetry. And
Yes.
Cabinetry.
I will.
And,
I will
and
have
he's- I'm
videos
getting-
posted up
I'm s-
on building stuff.
And I'm scumbagging him into UTV content. So, oh, by the way, go watch my UTV content. There's lots of it. It sucks. Turn the audio off, but other than that, it's good.
put it on headphones and don't put the headphones on your head. That'll be fine.
Yeah, that works too. I went out yesterday and did a run with camera locations that have been fixed and some other stuff, and I'm hoping that's going to be better. We'll see.
Alrighty.
All right, so I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, thank y'all.
We should do a New Year's one too.
We'll see.
What do you guys got? Well, the Friday before is not actual.
Friday or Saturday? New Year's
Saturday
Eve?
is New Year's Eve, so I figured if
Yeah.
we did like the Friday before, like during the, because I'm assuming you're going to be off that day too, right?
Yes, I am off that day. I'm off all week except for if I got to work.
Yeah.
So, and I've already had one work
So-
call since I've been off today. So,
Let's plan on that. We'll do it sometime during the day, or we won't. So everyone plan to be there, and maybe we'll be there.
yeah.
Thanks.
How? Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Nah.
So if you make it, can we go live on my channel? Because I know you don't want to go live on your channel, or do you?
I don't know. We'll see. We gotta get there
'Cause-
first.
Because you looked at me weird when I said do it on my channel, but yeah, I mean, go do it on your channel. I think you should do it, but I feel like you're not going to do anything with it.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's exactly what
It's like his birthday. It just didn't happen.
it just didn't happen. We're just not going to talk about it. Well, you obviously have to do some sort of video for the fans, but I don't think. Well, so that's the real question. Do you get the 100,000 video thank you video done now in preparation, so you can drop that?
No, you don't.
Completely
You don't.
disingenuous.
Yeah, no.
You know that thing I was gonna do that I didn't do yet, but it's
As-
definitely gonna happen.
As soon as he
Thanks,
hits
everybody.
it, he just immediately goes live on his phone, flicks a booger, says, "Hey, Dudes with Wrenches here." Do you gotta do the voice thing? That was your
He
cue.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't start. He doesn't start with the hey. He just does dudes with wrenches.
Yeah, well, that
Jeez,
I
you
do the
need to
hey.
watch.
I was waiting for him to do the thing. That was his
Oh,
Hey.
oh.
Dudes with wrenches here.
cue.
If you're gonna lean in like that, you got to do it a little more like you've tried some meth today.
Oh, let's go tweaking out and stuff.
So dudes with wrenches here, man.
Hey, dude's register.
Oh, that was like Charlie from Always Sunny right there. That was your Charlie impersonation.
Mm.
All right, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna just keep doing
Yeah.
this.
You've gone past the.
I can only afford dudes with wrenches for
I
so
was,
long.
I was about to say, wait till you see that overtime, Bill.
Yeah.
Simultaneously leaning away from each other. This is silent.
All right, we're off.
All right, we're done.
Oh goodness.
Oh man.
Are we getting out of this, Siggy?
Yeah, we can go back over to the Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside because it's cold out here. I don't know if you've noticed all these coats I have on. But
Yeah, I was
the
trying to
heaters
get out
out
of
here
there.
aren't even keeping it warm in here, so
That's why you should have done it in your basement. But
I should have. But there's no ambiance or light, so I was really hoping more people would show up. I made a post. It was a thing. Like
I didn't think anyone would
nobody
show.
fucking